how about a little blitz chess break? Let's see what we get, white or black. Oh. Or not. Oh, okay. Let's go e4. And I am not going to be as boring as humanly possible playing this. I'm actually going to play an open Sicilian. No, it's a foreign concept to 9 out of 10 chess players these days, but, you know, it's the way all of the best players in the world play for a reason. And I have no idea what the line is, so I'm just going to put the queen back. Uh-huh. Yeah. Seems logical. So what did I do wrong here? Uh-huh. And if I just give that to you. Let's go there first. Mm-hmm. And I liked having the bishop pair. So we're going to play with it. And as expected, who's going to play rook d8 as fast as humanly possible. And I've got a good bind going here. Okay, let's... How can we keep an eye on things? Maybe here so we can drop back. Uh-huh. I get it. You really just want to trade. Why is that not free? That's why. Wow. You're playing really good chess for somebody that has a rating that low. And then I missed that the f-pawn was hanging too, so maybe not. Maybe we're both playing at about the same level, which is bad. In this game, anyway. All right. I want to be insistent for him to go away. Long term, my light square bishop looks bad now, but it has good potential in the future. The passed c pawn's going to be good. Bishop pair is good. I've somehow gotten a reasonable game out of this. I didn't feel good about it just a few moves ago. Like I don't know, something went wrong for me along the way. Okay, let's start trying to get him in. I expect g5 at some point. Okay. That's a pretty good one. Let's go here to start. A bit inflexible, and yeah, let's focus on the clock some. That's terrible. Expect rook d6. Pins and stuff. Lots of threats. Knight b5, king b2. We need to keep the stuff. a3, king c2. Still threatening the rook. And where are you going? All right, so keeping the tension there instead of trying to flag my opponent, definitely better. But a frustrating game because I did not play any weird Sicilian that Kasparov wouldn't dare play. I'm not an e4 player though, after all. Okay, so that's where I messed up. I knew trading queens gets equality. Queen g3. I like trading queens under these circumstances. And our friend from Florida, Julio, has done this in a game. And yeah, +3 out of the opening already. B pair, open rook files. Sign me up. Just sign me up. All right, so how do you handle this system? Queen g3. Much better than what I played, and clearly my opponent was well versed in this, and I went a3, which was a mistake. My first reaction was to castle, but I was going to play a3 and then castle. And then we end up getting this position, and we have the bishop pair, but the queens are still on the board, and this is more than likely better than what I got. So I went a3 first, and honestly, the main reason I chose this was because I've been practicing in-game positions, and bishop takes c6. It was hard for me to evaluate whether it was better to keep the bishop with chances or not, and overall, I was good until there. b3 was just garbage, and I have to get rid of that because knight takes c2. I cannot take due to rook d3. So yeah, b3 was my move that began to make me feel like I needed to question my life choices. But then here, I felt like my opponent had some crushing response, and he did. I just didn't see it at the time. And you have to watch out for rook takes b3. So rook e3, but then rook c6, and losing. So really mediocre effort on my part. So I got rid of that. f3 makes a large amount of sense. Get the bishop active. I waited until later. I wanted to alleviate some of the pressure before trying to reroute the bishop. And my opponent gave me a clear plan to harass these pawns. This was more, I have 25 seconds. c5 is a bit of an impulse move. I could have been more patient and played better. And if bishop takes, what's the follow-up here? Yeah, just take the rook. Why didn't I see that? Like, I even said that to myself, like the rook's hanging. And then I kept tension, which normally I would have just traded down and won the game. And I've been working better to keep tension. But then you have the intricate checkmate at the end. So major takeaways. 1, I'm not an e4 player, and that was kind of pathetic. 2, open Sicilian. It's the way you should play. Definitely sign up for that if you're an e4 player. 3, this queen e7 stuff needs to be met by queen g3. Well, we have an example game by Julio. And then 4, don't play b3. I was doing okay with the b pair, but b3 just ruined it all where I was missing tactics, which again shows I need to study tactics. So you have to self-evaluate when you're doing game analysis. And I think one area of my game which isn't suffering is don't quit. Don't quit, don't quit, don't quit. Always be fighting for a win and have that perception. All right, we'll do a couple more games on this set. And then I believe I'm going to go for a run.